Hello. Um, okay, so hopefully this records, because OBS is weird sometimes with recording certain windows. Um, alright, so Blizzard announced that there is going to be a Persona 5 collab. I mean, they like announced it, but they didn't really like announce it. I mean, like, it's pretty much confirmed. So, I'm going to be
Who's on fire?
I'm going
I
to be
am.
giving my predictions for which characters are going to be which. Like, how, like, basically, how exactly which Tracer and all that, like, in My Hero Academia. So, normally I'd start at Joker, but there are actually two characters in this game who share voice actors with characters from Persona 5. Starting with the obvious one, Cassidy.
Someone needs to fill this saddle.
He is voiced by Matthew Mercer, who also voices Yusuke, or Fox.
I'm really feeling the heat.
And so I think it's pretty obvious that he should be Yusuke or Fox in this. If not, then I suppose you could make it Kiriko, because she has foxes. Or maybe like Lifeweaver, just because he kind of has those, like, zesty vibes. But, yeah. No, Juno, let me actually, because I know she shares a voice actor with one of the characters. Let me just search up the voice actor's name real quick. Juno, voice actress. Okay. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Okay. Xanth Hyun. Xanth Hyun. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, then I am very sorry. So she voices Juno in Overwatch, but she also voices Haru Okumura from Persona 5. Who can also be called, what's her name again? So what's her, code name? It's been so long since I played the game. But yeah, Haru. So yeah, basically, so I think Juno could be Haru, and if not Juno, then, you know, Haru has a rocket launcher, so maybe it could be Farah.
Strike from above.
I mean, Juno and Haru are also both very similar. Like, they both have a very fluffy, innocent vibe to them. And so, like, I feel like it would just fit. And, like, all the characters in Persona 5 have, like, a really distinct personality. Obviously, I'm picking who I think is who based off, like, I mean, kind of their aesthetic and appearance, their weapon, but also just, like, their personality. And, like, just, I don't know. Like, there's a few characters where I just kind of guess, and it could be variable, but then there's a few other characters where it's like, yeah. Moving on. Joker. Obviously Joker is gonna be, like, the one guaranteed character. I mean, there's probably gonna be at least a couple members of the Phantom Thieves. So Joker, I don't know if it was Wak or someone else, but Joker, was told to be Wu Yang. Like, someone said Joker was gonna be Wu Yang. Which, I mean, I guess I can see it. I mean, Wu Yang's a little basic, I'll admit. But I mean, and Wu Yang has a bit of a problem with confidence. I guess Joker's never really had a problem with confidence. Though, in terms of just, like, again, aesthetic. Like, you know, Joker's kind of like a slim, sneaky guy. And so I feel like Genji would fit that. I know it's a little basic, but I mean, I feel like Genji would be a good fit. If not Genji, gosh, that's the thing. If not Genji, then I'm not sure who. Like, maybe Tracer. But, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess their proportions obviously don't matter. Like, I'm not thinking of, like, only body type, but, like, just, I guess Genji or Tracer, because they're kind of like, they, like, you know, the Phantom Thieves sneak around and stuff. And, you know. Morgana is probably going to be, like a skin add-on. Like, for example, let me go to the menu real quick. Go to Mythics, Shop, Mythics. So, you see the skin, I mean, this obviously isn't really like a character. I don't really know what the character's called, but like, this is like a, it's like a little guy. And, Venture has a skin where they are Toph from Avatar, right here, and it actually has Momo from Avatar. And you see Momo's just chilling out. So yeah, I also really like this skin, because Toph is just, I think it's Toph, not Toph, but whatever. Yeah, Toph is just my favorite character in, Avatar, but yeah. I think that is most likely what Morgana's gonna be. Because, like, all of the, like, cat-themed characters in the game, like, here's the thing. All of the smaller characters wouldn't really fit the aesthetic. Like, it would look weird. Like, you know what I mean? It would look weird. Like, for example, Torbjorn, like, he's, like, smaller. But, like, if he was Morgana, it would just be weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but, like, or like Wrecking Ball. And I'll get to him later, because there is actually a character I think he could possibly be. Though it's a bit complicated with him. I mean, like, someone could just, like, dress up in a Morgana aesthetic, but, like, I don't know. They're better off just either not including him, or just making him, like, what they did to Momo from Avatar, which, I mean, yeah, I feel like Morgana should be included. He's, like, a pretty iconic character from the show. I'm honestly surprised Bakugo wasn't included, with the My Hero Academia, because I feel like Junkrat would be the perfect fit, literally. Like, I mean, he has blonde hair in some of his skins, but I mean, you could easily, is it his normal skin? Kinda, yeah, he's got kinda like blonde hair, and you know, he blows stuff up. It's kinda crazy, like Bakugo, so I mean, yeah. Moving on to actual, like, the other members of, the Phantom Thieves. I'm gonna be doing all the members of Phantom Thieves first. Well, it might, like, the main members, and then we'll do some other members later. So Futaba's my personal favorite. I love her a lot. She also goes by Oracle. Oh, also, Morgana also goes by Mona. But yeah, Oracle, there's 3 possible candidates for who I think she could be. Now, a lot of characters could probably be made Futaba, because there's, like, this game is very techy. Like, a lot of characters are very techy. Like, so, like, I feel like she could fit into a lot of characters. But I feel the best fits for her would be one of these 3 choices. One of these 4 choices, actually. But they probably, my guess, okay, so there's 2 choices who I think she will probably be. She will either be Sombra or Diva. Or, and these are less likely chances, she will be Wrecking Ball or Symmetra. So Symmetra, she just, like, I feel like her and Sombra and Symmetra go hand in hand. I mean, the voice actors are even friends in real life. Like, they're even next to each other on the screen. Like, they're both techie, they're both really, you know, they both have similar vibes. I mean, obviously they have different personalities, but, I mean, you know, there aren't too many big personalities. There aren't too many Futaba-like personalities in this game, based on what I know. I mean, maybe Diva, and so Sombra, it's just because she's like a hacker like Futaba. Symmetra, it's probably because she just like rubs off of Sombra a little bit, just her vibes. Diva, it's because Futaba doesn't actually fight in Persona 5. I mean, she fights, but like, you don't really play as her. Like, everyone else has like their melee weapon and their gun, but Futaba is basically floating. She's just floating kind of in like a UFO or orb the entire fight. So, you know, and that's kind of how Diva fights in this game. Now, there's another character in this game who uses a mech, who I think could actually be a surprisingly good fit for Futaba, but maybe not Futaba. So, let me explain. Futaba, so in Persona 5, um, okay, so let me just look this up for a second. Hold on. So every character in Persona 5 every character in Persona 5 has a second and third persona that they can kind of upgrade to if you like max out their confidant. And one of Futaba's is Prometheus. So there is another persona that I'm going to talk about later, but as for Wrecking Ball, he is literally a ball, and Prometheus's model in Persona 5 is also literally a ball. So this could possibly be like a really good idea. Though as for Futaba herself, I don't know. I guess you could kind of, I don't know. I mean, Hammond's cute, but like, I don't. He doesn't really give Futaba vibes. It's mainly the ball that he's in that kind of gives the vibes of like. I mean, not the. It's the literal shape of it. I mean, the guns are an extra addition, but yeah. And so, yeah, I think Prometheus Wrecking Ball would be really cool. I don't think they'll do it. I think they'll end up just, if they do add Futaba, they'll probably just go with the safe option like Diva or Sombra. They're probably not gonna do anything crazy like that. Though you never know. I did add a few characters. So a few of these I have I so there's Makoto, On, Ryuji, Akechi. So for Makoto, I'm not really sure. Like there's a few characters Makoto could be. She could be Sojourn, she could be Farah. She could maybe be Brig. Um they're all kind of like tough characters. Like like they're all kind of like tough characters, but they're like girls. I mean, obviously you can make like a boy Makoto, I guess. I mean, I doubt they'll do that, but you know. So I feel like Sojourn, Farah, or Brig maybe. For Ryuji and Akechi, I think Reaper. Um, for Ryuji, it's mostly just because he has shotguns and stuff. I guess they could also make Junkrat look like Ryuji. I don't know. He kind of has that like blonde looking. I don't know. Like maybe it's just me, but he kind of has those like vibes, you know. Like maybe I'm wrong. Junkrat probably won't even get a skin because he's Junkrat, but I mean he might. Um, but yeah, Reaper. I feel like he would be a good fit for either Crow, Akechi, or Ryuji, Skull. Because I mean, one of Reaper's skins one of Reaper's skins, uh, literally a crow. Like, literally a crow. So, like, they could easily make a Catchy's mask with that. It might look a little weird, because, you know, he's a bit square. Like, Reaper's just a very square person. Like, I don't know. He and he's a bit basic, but, like, I mean, you know, he has shotguns, and I forget Akechi's weapon. It might just be a pistol or something. But I mean, yeah. Um, as for An, I think Tracer is a decent candidate. Um, An is like probably my least favorite like Phantom Thief. I don't really know anything about her. I mean, I know she's like a model and stuff, and like, you know, the situation with Kamoshida is bad. She's just, I don't know. She feels a little basic to me. Like her Panther uniform, like they're probably gonna do the Persona outfits and not like the actual like normal outfits. So maybe Sombra, honestly, maybe Sombra, because I mean she has a few skins. She has a few skins where she's like, uh, you know, she's got like a tail and stuff. So I mean she could definitely be Panther, and I could definitely see it. So maybe Sombra on, maybe like Diva, um, maybe Diva Futaba or Oracle, you know, whatever you want to call them. I'm just gonna call them by their names. So, oh my god, oh my god. I wrote down, instead of putting Sojiro, I put down Sojourn, and then I put down Torb, so it just says Sojourn Torb instead of Sojiro Torb. So Sojiro probably won't be added. He's like one of the first people you meet though, and he's like kind of iconic, so they might add him. I don't know. I kind of just added all the characters who I think might get a chance. Um, so Sojiro, I feel like Torb would be a good fit. You know, he's got kind of those dad vibes. Igor or Igor, is kind of the guy with the creepy nose and the eyes, who basically leads Joker along for the whole game, and he's in all the Persona games. So, you know, I think there are like a few characters here. There's like one other character who's like in every Persona game. So it's not just Persona 5 when we're talking about here, because Persona has like a long history. So I feel like it would be really cool to go back to like Persona's roots and like include characters like Igor, Jack Frost. So Igor, I think Sigma would be a good choice. I think Sigma. I don't know. I feel like he's already got kind of a nose. I mean, I feel like he could be it. Look a little bit weird, but I mean, I don't know. So next character is from Persona 5 Royal, Yoshizawa-san. She's like the athletic girl who has red hair. Kiriko, I feel like Kiriko would be a good fit. I don't know. She kind of gives those like performative vibes. So, yeah, kind of those like athletic vibes. Arsene, who is Joker's persona. I know Arsene isn't like an actual like humanoid character or whatever, like an actual like playable character. I mean, you can use him, but like, yeah. I feel like Echo would be a good fit. I also feel as though Echo could be Sophie. Sophie from Persona 5 Strikers. Sophie's got a really cute aesthetic, and I feel like Echo could definitely replicate that. Though Sophie's face is skin, so it might look a little weird. I mean, honestly, Juno, Sophie, it could look cute. It could honestly look cute. I feel like it could look cute. Who else? Yeah, again, with the other Persona characters, I'm gonna talk about one other Persona 5 character, and then we're gonna get into some non-Persona 5 characters. So Irina from Persona 5 Tactica. I said she could be Freya. I don't know, she kind of has like a cape, kind of like a leader kind of thing going on. So I honestly feel like Freya, and Freya's a bit of a new character, so I think it would be cool to give her like an Irina skin. I I don't know if they'll actually add it. I mean, it is a relatively new Persona 5 game besides Persona 5X, so they might. And the last three characters are not from Persona 5, but just from Persona games in general. So Jack Frost is just a persona. He's not a persona. He's like a shadow or like a character. But he could also be used as a persona in Persona 5. And he's kind of like an icy, kind of just like a little guy. He's like a little guy. And he's like in all the games. He's kind of like he's kind of like the Goomba from Mario, or like he's kind of like the icon, you know. He's like all around Persona and Shin Megami Tensei games. So like he's in all of those like games, that kind of whole universe. So I feel like May could definitely fit those vibes, because you know she's ice. Could give her like a cute mask or something. So next two characters are Yu Narukami from Persona 4 and Makoto Yuki from Persona 3. I feel like for Yu Narukami, I feel like Genji, mostly because of the sword. I feel like Genji because, you know, he has a sword kind of like Yu Narukami, and I think it would be cool. Yeah, and as for Makoto Yuki from Persona 3, which these are the protagonist names, by the way. They're not like special characters. They're like literally the protagonist. Like Yu Narukami is the guy with gray hair, glasses. Makoto Yuki is the guy in like the suit who looks depressed and he has blue hair. So I think Tracer could be Makoto Yuki. I don't know. I mean, She I don't know. I feel like she could be, you know? I just feel like she could be. Like, you could also go the Reaper route. You could. Um, I don't know. Lifeweaver, probably not. Lucio, maybe. Baptiste, maybe. Probably not, though. I'm basing it based off, like, the vibes they give off and also their gun. But yeah, that is all the Persona 5 characters. I mean, obviously there's more characters like that than that, like, you know, Kamoshida, Yaldabaoth, Azathoth, Maruki, um, you know, all that stuff, but I just named the characters who I think are most likely to make an appearance. Um, you know, they might add a little, like, like a side character or two, but it's doubtful. They're probably only going to add, like, a handful of characters, and it'll probably mostly be from the Phantom Thieves. So yeah, that's my prediction. Hopefully I'm correct, but you know I might be wrong, and I'd be happy to be surprised. And yeah, I will see you guys later.